Today we have a review of this, the Moroccan Shave Serum from AESOP. Is it fabulous? That's really a bad pun. I'm sorry about that. Welcome to the Majestic Shaver channel, where we love to talk about the tools, the technique, and tradition of classic wet shaving. We're here today with another product review on this item right here. It's the shaving serum from AESOP. Let's talk first about what you get. With the AESOP shaving serum, you get 2 ounces. Now, I'm not exactly sure how many shaves that'll get you. You'll see as we do the video, I started off with doing kind of 2 pumps of the shave serum, and then later on I had to add a little bit more as I wanted to do my second pass. Now, one of the things that is noteworthy is, as a shaving serum, it's not a soap, it's not a cream, definitely, but the idea is that it is translucent, it's clear, it's basically low foaming. So who is that ideal for? Well, I think if you really want to do some nice detail work, maybe you have a beard lineup that you're trying to do, maybe you're concerned about your sideburns, or you're trying to line up something like a goatee, then something like this is going to give you a lot more visibility. So that's the basic idea with the shaving serum. Low foam, high visibility, and as I mentioned on the packaging, they're looking for a really slick finish. And so that's what they're trying to sell you on, the idea of, rather than high cushion like you might get with a luxurious soap or shave cream, that the slickness of this actually makes up for it. And regarding to the ingredients, it's pretty interesting. I'll read the ones that I can pronounce. Again, I want to mention that AESOP, if you look on their website and their promotional marketing materials, they really try to highlight that they're a natural company. So what do they put in this? Well, they start out with water, aloe, barbaderis, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, barbaderis leaf juice. There is also cocamine oxide, glycerin, which we always like to see for a good glide. The thing that's a little bit puzzling actually is I've only read some of the ingredients. There appear to be about 20 different ingredients, a number of them with a high amount of syllables. So when I read something like that, that doesn't always skew or say to me a really natural product. I mean, you compare that with something like the Craftsman Soap Company or Hawaiian Shaving Company. When you look at their list of ingredients, their list of ingredients is much more simple and often much more recognizable. But I don't know, maybe they're using scientific names for natural things, so maybe we'll give them a bit of a pass. Now, in regards to the scent, this is listed as having a sandalwood and neroli blossom scent. I really don't know what neroli is supposed to smell like. If you have an idea, go ahead and put it in the comments below. I am familiar with sandalwood. It's sort of one of those classic men's shaving, grooming scents that have been around for a really long time. And I do want to say that the scent on this is very pleasant. It's actually one of my favorite things about this particular product. It's definitely got the sandalwood scent, but I find whatever that neroli blossom is, whatever it is it's supposed to smell like, it does sort of broaden the appeal of the sandalwood. It's not just one note, and the scent is strong. I mean, even after you shave, you'll be aware that the scent is there. So let's go ahead and move on to a little bit of shave footage. Shouldn't have closed the cap that loud. Let's try that again. Let's go ahead and move on to a little bit of shave footage. I do want to mention that in some of my other videos, we've done the lathering test. We let you see how it responds to the brush. Again, the whole idea of the AESOP shave serum is that it's low foaming, so you're not really going to get anything out of that. I do want to mention I've tried a couple of different ways to use this shaving serum. I've gone straight to the skin, which is basically what they recommend and what I did with the video. When I've gone straight to the skin, I have not had a lot of success in building up any kind of foam, even low foam. So what I did for the video is I actually kind of agitated a little bit more with the shaving brush. So let's go on to the shaving footage. So you'll notice here in the shaving footage that, just like I mentioned, it's a very low foam product. My skin was well hydrated. I just gotten out of the shower a few minutes before, and I just kind of work it up a little bit with the brush. For this particular shave, as I like to do with all my shaving reviews, I just used the product itself. I didn't use any pre-shave oil, no pre-shave soap. So what you're seeing here is just the results with the shave serum itself. For the sake of variety, I use my Portland Razor Company Hydra straight razor, which I just love. And then on the other side of my face, I did use my 1954 Gillette Super Speed with a Washcloth blade, a new Washcloth blade. As you might know, the Super Speed is pretty mild, so I really wanted to test it out. This prime feature of this shaving serum is supposed to be the glide, and I will say that particularly with the straight razor, it does provide a very nice glide. The challenge is because it's so low visibility, it's so low foam, sometimes it's hard to know exactly where you still have product, but it does, for a straight razor, make that glide very nicely. And I didn't really experience any irritation with the straight razor, even when I was coming at different angles or going slightly against the grain, across the grain. Now, strangely enough, with my safety razor, and if you're familiar with the safety razors, you'll know that a 1954 Gillette is a pretty mild shaving head. It's not aggressive or highly efficient in any way. And I've had a lot of success with the Washcloth blades, but I did feel like I got a little bit of irritation when I was using the safety razor with the shaving serum. Now that could be just because I've gotten a little bit out of the habit of shaving with the safety razor. I probably do about 90% of my shave these days with a straight razor. But it is very nice to have that visibility. So sometimes those areas where it can be easy to miss, around the nostrils, around the corners of the mouth, you can really see what areas you need to go up and touch up. Between my first and second pass, I did feel like it dried up on me a little bit, and even a couple times in the shave itself, I was surprised how fast the shaving serum would kind of start to dry out a little bit, and I'd have to go back and put a little bit more water on my face. I just was surprised because I move pretty quickly now with the straight razor from different parts and sections of my face. Obviously with the safety razor you can move quickly, and so I didn't expect that. But I just did a 2-pass shave, kind of with and against the grain. The results were fine. Now the post shave, well, it was pretty good. Not great, but nothing felt dry. Things still felt slick, still felt moisturized, didn't feel any burn at all. And then on top of that, that scent, which I like so much, it was still there, still present, kind of lingering on the skin. This brings us to the final portion of the video. Would I recommend the AESOP Shave Serum? There are definitely some things to recommend. The scent is amazing and spot on. The shave performance is pretty good. And again, if you're looking for something that provides a lot of visibility for lining up sideburns and goatees and part of your beard, this could be exactly what you're looking for. But there's one major reason why I just can't recommend the shave serum, and that is this. 2 ounces of the AESOP Shave Serum go for about $53. Now I've looked a number of different websites. $53 seems to be a fairly consistent price. That is very high price, and in my opinion, overpriced for the actual performance of the shave serum itself, especially when you compare it to other options that are on the market. I mean, Artisan all natural shave soaps from places like Craftsman Soap Company, Phoenix Shaving, Hawaiian Shaving Company. I mean, those are going for a maximum of about $14.95. To put that in perspective, then we're talking about more than 3 times more for the AESOP Shave Serum, and I just don't think that the actual shave performance and post-shave really justify that kind of price. Again, if you've got a high shave budget, it's something you might want to try. But for most of us out there, I think our money is best spent elsewhere. Thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button right down there. We look forward to seeing you next time, and until then, shave happy. The shaving serum from AESOP. Is it Aesop's foibles? No. Aesop's folly? Is it fate? No, just no, stop, cut. Guys, just don't ever let me try to do that kind of thing again, please.